All right, welcome everybody. It is 7 p.m. and I want to value your time and I want to thank you for jumping on this webinar on this Wednesday evening. My name is Olivia Goolsby, coming to you from Inglewood, Colorado. I am 24 years old, so I just want to get myself acquainted with everyone for a quick second. I'm 24 years old. I'm a graduate from the University of Kansas with a degree in Spanish, and I currently work in the restaurant industry. I love food and wine. It's my passion. So I love what I do, but I also am a Pro 5 here with LifeVantage, and we'll learn what that means in a few minutes. But a little bit about my background. Growing up, my parents always had a home-based business. So they were always doing something in addition to their professions to supplement their income. They had their traditional jobs, but they always had something on the side. And it was about a year ago when I started to learn the ins and outs of this incredible profession. And I went to a worldwide event and I saw people up on stage that were, we call it the 4 to 7 year career. And they were so passionate. I had never seen so many people so full of life, being able to give back and truly living the life that they wanted. They were truly architects of their own life. So it was about a year ago that I made the decision that this wasn't just something that my parents did, but it was going to be something that I was going to do for me, to create my own legacy and to start earning a passive income that comes in every month. And when I first graduated college, I actually had a job in retail before my current job. And I quickly started to realize that our economy is changing. I worked in a store that has been around for years, and they were starting to shut down stores across the United States. So people were losing their jobs left and right, so I knew I needed to get out of that industry as soon as possible. And that's kind of what I want to talk about tonight, is that there's a new economy and that the world is changing. And a lot of people right now are calling this the gig economy, where people are working several gigs to, make ends meet or to get themselves through school, or to even put, money in savings to go on trips or vacations or pay for weddings. And from what I've learned, in my opinion, network marketing is by far the best side job you could have, whether you want to make part-time, full-time, or we call it big-time money. And, absolutely not, it's not the only way you can make money, but what I found is it's the only way where you are in control. So the company we're talking about tonight is called LifeVantage, and we are at the forefront of nutrigenomics. I had never heard of that before this, and I don't know if you have either. But basically what it means is it's the study of the effects of food and food constituents on gene expression. So what we eat and what we're putting into our bodies that's natural and how it affects our genes. And we're also a publicly traded company. We're traded on the NASDAQ, and our ticker symbol is LFVN. And I love that because that means that we're transparent. We tell the truth, but you don't have to take our word for it. You can go and you can look everything up that we tell you. And we're also in 10 countries. So we're expanding globally now. But a little bit about the history of this company. So in 2005, ABC News, they came here to CU Denver, and they wanted to investigate this little yellow pill down here on the bottom left hand of your screen that was formulated by Dr. Joe McCord, the scientist that's in the center there. And they wanted to see what all the fuss was about. And if you haven't seen that ABC Primetime video, you need to get with the person who invited you onto this webinar tonight, and you need to watch it. I gotta be honest, when I first watched it, I was 17, and I said, I don't need to take that. I'm only 17, that looks like it's for old people. And my mom, for those of you who know my mom, she said, no, you're gonna take it. And so that's what I did. So I started taking it when I was 17. I'm 24 now, like I said, and I will never stop taking it. It's absolutely changed my life, but unlike me, a lot of people saw that video in 2005 and they were ecstatic. They wanted the product yesterday. And at the time it was being sold in GNC's and Vitamin Cottage, and I believe Rite Aid as well. But the problem was the company was run by scientists. So they did not have the proper infrastructure to keep the business afloat, and the company was losing money. And so in 2009, a CEO came in and he said, people need to understand what this product does. It was a positive report. John Quinones got his blood drawn on live TV, and it showed that it reduced oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. But people need to understand that. You're not going to understand that by going into a GNC. This needs to be a word of mouth business. So that is when we went to network marketing in 2009, and we went from $3 million to $11 million. And you don't have to take our word for it or LifeVantage's word for it or my word for it. You can look at the right here and you can see all of the institutions and universities that have started to study our product using their own money because they know what we have our hands on is something special. So you can find all those peer-reviewed studies on PubMed.gov. You know, the National Institute of Health, Harvard, University of Florida, go Gators, Ohio State, LSU, Children's Hospital of Colorado. These are all institutions and universities that are using their own money to study our product and what our product does. And Protandim, the little yellow pill, it does one thing, and that activates the NRF2 pathway. Now, NRF2 is a protein in our body, and it wakes up our survival genes, and it activates our own body's antioxidants. So when we turn 20, this switch goes off, and we start to age. And what Protandim does is it knocks on the door, and it goes inside, and it's saying, basically, you need to wake up. You know, your antioxidants aren't working anymore. Your survival genes aren't working anymore. And that's literally all it does is it turns on a switch. And for those of you who have ever heard of glutathione, that first antioxidant there, that's a master antioxidant that we produce naturally. I know people go and get injections of it and spend tons of money, but Protandim actually upregulates it by 300%. It also is activating anti-inflammatory enzymes and anti-fibrotic enzymes. And the Washington State University said that this NRF2 activation, so that once again, just turning on the switch, has been said to be the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. So that's pretty awesome. I didn't know that when I was 17, but I know now that I'll never stop taking it because I know I'm in the beginning. I'm early. It's like new technology. It's the iPhone versus the flip phone. And so let's talk about the FDA for a second, because I know everyone's like, well, is it FDA approved? Well, the FDA does not approve statements to prevent, treat, cure, mitigate any disease, but they do allow us to say that Protandim reduces oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. And we're going to learn here in a second that oxidative stress is the root of over 200 diseases. So the FDA allows us to make that claim. So you're like, okay, Olivia, well, what is this oxidative stress you're talking about? And literally, if you cut an apple open and you leave it on your counter, or a banana, or if you look inside an old car and you look at the engine, what's happening to it if you leave it out for over time? It's getting oxidized and it's starting to rust. That is happening literally to our organs from the inside out. And it's caused by free radicals. So we get free radicals from all different things, just from our environment. You know, pollution, which is inevitable. We can't avoid pollution. Aging, which is another inevitability. We can't prevent that. Infection, excessive exercise, pesticides, alcohol. You know, there's a ton of pesticides in the food that we eat these days. So those free radicals then turn into oxidative stress. And over time, that oxidative stress turns into cellular aging, which then turns into disease and eventually death. All right, so that's what oxidative stress is. And then if you look on the right over here, you can see that there's oxidative stress and how it's related to neurological factors, cardiovascular factors, respiratory factors, and even gastrointestinal disorders. And if you go on PubMed.gov, that website that I just spoke about a few minutes ago, you can see that there's over 172,000 peer-reviewed studies on oxidative stress. If you type in oxidative stress and blank, you know, ADHD, cancer, inflammation, you can find research on that as well. And you can also go to googlescholar.com. Like I said, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm not a scientist. I didn't study any of this in college, but I know that the science has been done for me, and it's on these websites. So feel free to go and look at those as well. So Protandim is made of 5 plant ingredients, which I love. I love that it's natural. It is food, so it's food that's affecting our genes. And those are milk thistle, bacopa, ashwagandha, turmeric, and green tea. And I know a ton of people, you know, they drink their green tea, they put their turmeric on their salads, and they think that it's enough. When in fact, this graph on the right shows us that it's not. Green tea actually even had a negative effect. Turmeric had a negative effect, but that is why we're allowed to be patented. So Protandim is patented. The formula is patented because it works 18 times more effectively than the sum of its parts. So you literally cannot have enough turmeric by itself. You can't drink enough green tea by itself. You can't eat enough blueberries by themselves. You know, as much as I love red wine, I can't get enough red wine to combat all of those free radicals and all of the oxidative stress that is done to my body. But by taking one little yellow pill, it's 18 times more effective than any of these by themselves. And that is why we have a patent on our product. So that's pretty cool. So people were taking Protandim and they were actually giving it to their dogs and their horses. I know a lot of people still give the full Protandim to their horses, but the company wanted to develop a product for our dogs because dogs age 7 times faster than we do. So they developed Pet Tandem. And this has collagen, omega-3s, and it tastes like chicken liver. I don't know that firsthand, but that's what I've been told. And it's giving dogs a shinier coat. It's increasing their playfulness and giving them more energy. The collagen is also supporting their joint health and their eye function, as well as their mobility. And we even have a little bit of studies that show that it's improving their house training. There's a lot of videos on YouTube as well that's showing that it's improving their house training. And so an estimated 6 million dogs and nearly 6 million cats will be diagnosed with cancer this year. So this is basically Protandim activating that nerve 2 in your dogs and in your animals. So let's talk a little bit about the mitochondria. If you want to go back to 7th grade science really quick, I know we all learned about mitochondria, and there's a lot of things when the mitochondria stops working, different things in our body stop working as well. So the mitochondria is the energy that powers every cell of our body. And inflammation assaults our mitochondria, and then this causes damage to our power source. So then our mitochondria can't protect our survival genes. So then our cells start replicating bad cells. So mitochondria production is absolutely important when you're talking about your health and how to affect your gene expression naturally. We're talking about things like autism, epilepsy, Lou Gehrig's disease, fibromyalgia, diabetes, and chronic fatigue, just to name a few. I love this product. I take 2 before I go to bed, and I wake up super energized. My muscle recovery, I've also noticed, has been improved tremendously. I've been working out harder than I have been in a few years. And I know a lot of other people have great testimony. So whoever invited you, ask them what their great testimony is on this Protandim Nerf 1. So we do have Protandim Nerf 2. That's going to upregulate those survival genes. And then Protandim Nerf 1, which is going to help with that mitochondria production. And so essentially all of our products are promoting a healthy lifestyle, getting our body back in tandem, getting our cells to do what they're supposed to do and replicate good cells. And we like to call it the inside-outside approach. So we took that same Nerf 2 technology and we put it into a skincare regimen, which is absolutely amazing. Your skin is your largest organ on your body, so you need to be protecting it from all of the harmful things that it's exposed to every day. And our products are also unique and consumable, and they're category creating. For example, if you look at the bottom of your page, we have the Axio, which I like to call, it's like brain food. I don't even want to call it an energy drink because that doesn't even do it justice. But it's full of B vitamins, magnesium, L-theanine, DMAE, green tea, quercetin, and Monterey pine bark extract. And I've learned a lot about these ingredients by themselves. You know, B vitamins, they help with DNA repair. They're helpful in your cholesterol health and your skin health. You know, also magnesium helps with neuromuscular, cardiovascular, and your metabolic function. And L-theanine, this is amazing. Listen to this. It has psychoactive effects that promote alertness, attention, and task switching, along with sprint performance for athletes, endurance, and running time. And it also helps with your relaxation state by treating anxiety. I love that. I think that's amazing. I know you can get L-theanine and DMAE at Sprouts and, you know, Whole Foods, but why not take one drink that's sweetened with stevia? The caffeine comes from the green tea extract, and put it in your water and put something natural into your body that you know has all of these great benefits in it. You know, the DMAE improves memory and mood. It boosts your thinking skills, increases your physical energy, and even your muscle reflexes. And then we have the green tea. Once again, it prevents inflammation. That's where we're getting our caffeine from. Quercetin, which is going to increase endurance and athletic performance. We have the caffeinated ones, so the dragon fruit, the green grape, and the sour cherry. I love those before a workout. And then the decaf ones, the red raspberry and the grapefruit for a post-workout. And the Monterey pine bark is going to stimulate that immune system, and it's going to help with cognitive function. So it's going to help you focus. It's not going to help you, it's not going to make you crash after a workout, but it's going to keep you going. You almost feel like you're floating, like the fog has been lifted and you're just floating and everything is good. This is probably one of my favorite products. And then down to our weight management down on the right. It's a weight management, not a weight loss system. Completely safe. The fat burn has 2 exotic citrus fruits in it that are going to help burn that stubborn fat. The cleanse, it's a 7-day cleanse. I do it about once a month. The probiotic, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit, and then our protein shake. So these are some pictures of the True Science Nerf 2 skin system. So using that Nerf 2 technology, not only on the inside with Protandem, but on the outside with the True Science. And we like to say we're clinical and sexy. We've done a lot of studies. And we have products 1 through 4. So 1 being the cleanser. It is sulfate free, so it keeps the good oils in. It's not going to strip away the good oils from your skin. It's pH neutral, so all skin types can use it, women, men, of all different ethnicities. And there's no harsh alkaline or chemicals in the cleanser. And then if we go to number 2, that's the perfecting lotion. It's ethanol free, which means it's alcohol free. So it's going to give you more luminous skin and actually has the most Nerf 2 in there. And then the eye serum, which I love this. You can put the eye serum on your upper eyelid. It's going to firm the upper eyelid. It's going to smooth out crow's feet, and it reduces dark circles and bags. And then number 4, the anti-aging cream, which deeply hydrates skin, and it has been proven that it's more effective than retinol. So if you look at the picture on the left, he put the True Science only on one side of his face. And then the second picture is showing a reduced scar right under the eyebrow. And then the third one is somebody put it on the heel of their foot. I know I just got a pedicure, but when I don't have one, I go to Nerf 2. So those are the pictures we have there of the True Science. These are fantastic. So this is Physique. This is our weight management system. We've been doing some contests within the company. So these are real pictures. These are before and afters. And if you look at the pounds versus the inches, you'll notice that people are losing a ton of inches. So I talked about that exotic fruit extract that's in the fat burn. It's working on the visceral fat. So it's working in that midsection. And visceral fat is one of the most dangerous fats you can have because it surrounds your organs. So if you look at the picture, you can see in all 3 of them, that visceral fat went down. Taken with the protein shake, which has whey and casein protein, meaning that it's going to build muscle quickly after a workout, like a quick recovery, but it's also going to build muscle longer throughout the day. It's also sweetened with stevia, so a good sugar in there. It tastes delicious. It's like a vanilla sugar cookie. And it also has coconut oil in it, so it's going to help with joint function. It's going to get everything moving again. And then the probiotic. Probiotic, I did not know this, but probiotic is so important. I thought you could eat yogurt and you would be fine, and that's not the case. Most probiotics do not make it down to the large intestine. They only stay in the small intestine, and they don't get all the way down to kill all of the bacteria that needs to be killed. So our probiotic actually has what's called BioTract. So it's actually a circular pill. So it makes it all the way down to the large intestine. It's also coated with Wellmune, so it's going to support your immune system. If your gut isn't healthy, the rest of your body is not going to be healthy. So that is our weight management system. And then these are the bundles. So the company and all of us as distributors, these are our activated essentials. So these are the products we feel that everybody absolutely needs to be on. The probiotic is in there with the Nerf 2 and the Nerf 1, like I said, because gut health is just as important as cellular health and mitochondria health. So when you buy those 3 together, it's $120. That's a 25% savings, and you're going to get free shipping when you bundle those together. And then on the right, we have the True Science Beauty System. When you bundle those together, when you buy the entire system together, it's $140 and then free shipping. And then at the bottom, if you put together the skincare regimen with the activated essentials for the inside, you're also getting free shipping on that. So these are our activated essentials. These are the products, again, like I said, that we feel are the most important out of all of them to get your body back in tandem, to get your body back balanced to where it needs to be. So with that, I want to know, who do you know? So who do you know, who did you think of when we were talking about those products? Who do you know that's stressed out? Who do you know that's, in pain from an accident or from, a disease that they have, or just from aging itself? Who do you know that isn't getting enough sleep, or that's sleeping too much because they don't have any energy? And who do you know that's aging? We all know somebody that's aging. We're all aging. So we're all in that category. So I want to talk about how word of mouth invitation is the most powerful form of marketing. I just went and I got a pedicure, and someone complimented my toenails, and I said, oh, I just went right up the street. Or, I work in a restaurant and people say, where can I get the best Italian food? And I'm going to tell them where they can get the best Italian food. Or a chiropractor or a doctor. Word of mouth invitation is the most powerful form of marketing, and that's what we're doing here. We're recommending products that we love, and we're getting our friends and family to love them as well. It's just like, the next best shoe sale at Nordstrom's. When you see a shoe sale, you're going to go tell somebody everything is 50% off, you need to go to Nordstrom's. So word of mouth invitation is so important, especially because our world is changing. The trends right now are Uber. Their slogan is get your side hustle on. And I love that because that's what people are doing. People that are driving Uber, they're doing it as a side gig. They're hustling on the side. Lyft, same thing. And if you look down at Amazon, people don't want to go to the store to buy anything anymore. And that's a testament to my story about the retail stores closing. People don't want to go in the store anymore. They want to be able to go online, do their shopping, and get the packages sent directly to their houses. So that's what we're talking about here, is a changing economy, how the world is changing, and how health and wealth are trends that are never gonna go away. Everybody always wants to be healthy, and everybody always wants to make money. So I want to talk a little bit about some retirement statistics that I saw a couple of years ago that kind of freaked me out a little bit. This was done by the U.S. Census Bureau in 2015. It's the most recent one that I have. And if you look at the first yellow line, it says the average savings of a 50-year-old, we're supposed to retire by the time we're 50, is $42,000. $42,000. So we're expected to work until we're 50, 55, have $42,000 in the bank, and live the rest of our lives on $42,000. That's not okay. All right, if we look at the bottom, it says out of 100 people who start working at the age of 25, by the age of 65, only 1% will be considered wealthy. 4% will have adequate capital stowed away for retirement. 3% will still be working, the people in McDonald's or Walmart, because they have no other choice. And 63% are dependent on Social Security, friends, relatives, or charity. And then 29% are dead because of disease and malfunction at 65. So that freaked me out a little bit. And that's why I started to dive into the industry and really learn why network marketing is different and what are some of the market trends. Well, network marketing is the business of the 21st century. And it's not just, your neighbor down the street or your sister that's joining. 186,000 people join network marketing each week, creating $182 billion in global revenue. And I love this one, 85% of women who make six figures do it in network marketing, and it's the second only to professional athletes in income revenue. All right, so it is not just a trend, it's not going away, it's part of the new economy. It's what people are doing to make a living. So if we look at LifeVantage as a company, this is the Peter Drucker S-curve, this little wave right here, and every business has one. So every business goes through three phases. They go through a formulation and a pioneering phase, then they go through momentum, where everybody knows who they are, and then they go through stabilization, where they start leaving a legacy and they start becoming a globally known company. So right now, LifeVantage does about $200 million. And we went through that formulation and pioneering stage where we were in GNC and Vitamin Cottage, and that wasn't working. So that's when we took it into network marketing. And the Direct Sales Association, who governs network marketing companies, says that if you're in the first 135,000 distributors in the market, you're first. Well, if you look right here, LifeVantage has 80,000, and that's worldwide today. So we have not hit critical mass yet. What that means is that if you went into your local mall and you asked 5 people if they've heard of LifeVantage, I guarantee you maybe, if not one, of those 5 will know what LifeVantage is. So no one knows about us. We're a baby. But if you think about Nike, if you think about Apple, when you go into a mall and you ask 5 people, 5 out of 5 are going to know what Nike and Apple are. Okay? So that means they're going through momentum. We have not gone through momentum yet. We're still paddling on our surfboards. We're waiting for the wave to come. And that's where 80% of growth happens, is during that momentum. So we are extremely early when it comes to timing. Now, a little bit about the compensation plan. I love this. This is my favorite part out of the whole entire thing. So we are publicly traded. So this is our distributor earnings summary. So these are real numbers. And if you look on the left, those are our distributor ranks. They go from distributor to executive, Master Pro 11 now. That's not on there, but it's going to be. But this one says Master Pro 10. And then if you look in the middle at monthly average commission, just look at those monthly average commissions and identify a number that would make a difference in your life. So it could be $92. That's, filling your gas tank up a little bit, $248. And then we're talking about maybe a grocery bill, maybe a cell phone bill, $501. Maybe you just got a brand new car and that's a car payment. And then if you get into the middle ranks, so if you look at Premier Pro 4 through Premier Pro 6, these incomes start to look a little bit different. So as I said earlier, I have reached the rank of a Pro 5. So that's an average monthly income of $2,100. So I do work a full-time job at a restaurant. So with that extra $2,100, that's an extra $25,000 a year on a part-time basis. So that's part-time income. Okay. My mom is a Premier Pro 6. That's an extra $64,000 a year. Right? So that's now exceeding a full-time income. That exceeds the average income of the American household. And that's all being built on a part-time basis. And then if you get down to the Elite Pro 7, that's an extra $10,000. That's an extra $127,000 a year. Okay, we're talking about network marketing money exceeding the top 10% of income earners in the United States. So I think that is completely awesome. These numbers are real, I can promise you. And they're average numbers, but it's passive income. So our commissions get paid out on the 15th. So on the 15th of every month, these commissions go out. So that's what is so important about this is leverage. So we're talking about not only leveraging our time, but leveraging money. So residual income versus linear income. Linear income meaning if I was an Uber driver, if I didn't go drive Uber, I'm not going to get paid. If I don't go and work retail and sell some clothes, I'm not going to get paid. Versus residual income that pays you over and over and over and over again for doing the job one time. So residual income, for example, if you're an author and you write a book, you only wrote the book one time. But every time someone buys that book, you're getting a commission off of it. Every time someone records a song, they only recorded the song one time, but it's going to stream and it's going to get bought on CDs or iTunes. And every time it gets bought, somebody gets a piece of that. So we're leveraging our time. And that's so important. I was in a car accident a couple months ago and they told me I couldn't work. And I was like, what do you mean I can't work? And they said, no, you can't work. You can't stand. You need to be on your feet. You need to take some time off work. So I took 2 weeks off of work. And it freaked me out to think that I could have taken that time off and I would have not had residual income. How was I going to pay my bills? How was I going to get my groceries? How was I going to deal with all of my insurance without a passive income coming in every month because I had worked months prior to that? So it was really powerful. If God forbid something were to happen and you could not go to work, do you have a passive residual income coming into you every month so that you could leverage that time off, so that you could leverage the amount of money that you're making, right? So it's super important, this concept. Literally the first time I heard it, it blew my mind. Residual income is so powerful. Once you really understand it, I read a quote, you will go through a brick wall to get it. And that is truly how I feel. And Robert Kiyosaki, he's the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he talks about network marketing not only as, making an investment to buy some products, but you're building an asset. You're building a personal, you're making a personal investment. And in network marketing, he says the whole point is not just to sell a product, but to build a network. You're literally building an army of people who are all representing that same product or service to share with others. And the goal is for you to be your own best customer and show other people how to do the same thing. So I take every single one of our products except for the Pet Tandem, and I don't have a dog, but if I did, they'd be on it. And I'm literally buying it from myself. I'm my own best customer. And I've been taught by some of the best to teach others how to do the same thing. And so we got a AAA business rating from Business from Home. And it was kind of based on a couple different factors. This is our CEO on the left. His name is Darren Jensen. And he actually sits on a board with other CEOs in the network marketing profession. He was voted to be on the board. And Business for Home recommends LifeVantage. And they say that there's a high certainty that the net benefit is substantial for a new representative based on revenue, momentum, poll results, top earners, and head office visits. So our company is backed by an incredible corporate staff, and we also were voted in Business for Home as a AAA opportunity. So I don't know if you remember school, but if you get an A, it's really good. If you get a AAA, that's really, really good. Okay, so we have a couple of choices here. I know a lot of you are on here to hear about our products, so you can join us as a preferred customer. We receive the same 20% discount as distributors, so there's no sign-up fees and there's no minimums, and there's also a LifeVantage loyalty and referral program. But through my entire presentation, if you felt in any way that you couldn't get people out of your head and you kept thinking about people, then maybe you want to become a LifeVantage distributor or an investor. So you're going to use and consume the products each month, and you're going to share and earn commissions and bonuses. At the same time, you'll be building a residual income for generations. And there's also a LifeVantage loyalty program there as well. So here are the 3 packs that you can choose from if you do decide to become a distributor with us. We have the silver pack, which is at the bottom for $350 plus tax. So you get a couple of the products there. You get the Nerf 1, that mitochondria production, the Nerf 2 for your survival genes and reducing that inflammation, a couple boxes of Axio, and you get the True Science skincare cream, so the anti-aging cream. Then the gold pack is $650 plus tax. So you get the entire regimen plus a couple more bottles of the Nerf 1 and Nerf 2, a couple more packages of Axio along with the Physique protein shake, and then a couple of bottles of the Pet Tandem. And then the Platinum pack, which is $1250. So you're getting products in your pack. So you're literally getting all of this product in your pack. So you're going to get this pack, you're going to open it, and you can immediately start selling it out to friends and family that you want to be on these products today. So you are already making money right from the get-go. You're already going to have enough product to consume for yourself, and that's the $1250 Platinum pack. So a little bit about our compensation plan. It's actually been identified as one of the most fair and lucrative plans in the industry. I know when a lot of people think of network marketing, they think of all the people at the top getting paid. But our compensation plan actually rewards you for the proper behavior for building a distribution network that's stable. And there's also 9 ways to earn money. I'm not going to go through all of them. But your business investment is actually willable and transferable as well. So you're saying, how do I get paid? Okay, I'm already in love with the products. You've already given me the packs, but I want to know, how am I going to make that money back if I enroll on one of those packs? So first we have the Smart Start bonus. So that's an enrollment bonus that's paid out weekly. So you're going to earn a 40% commission on all new enrollments. That's customers and distributors. So for example, down here, when you enroll Platinum packs, you're going to earn $400 the next week. So today is Wednesday. I'm going to earn it the following Friday. If you sign up a gold pack, that's $200. If you sign up a silver pack, that's $100. If you enroll 3 at the same level, you already have your return on your investment. Okay, so this is just weekly commissions. This is creating a cash flow while you're building a network of consumers. This money is great, but once again, we're doing it for the residuals, not for the fast cash. But how great would it be to have $400 in your pocket next week, right? So then we talk about the elite bonus pool. I love this. So if you remember our ranks, they go from distributor to Pro 10. So once you hit Pro 7, you get to participate in 4% of global revenue. So you're getting paid on all sales globally. So each rank kind of shares a little pie. So they take 1% and they split it up. So the Pro 7 pool alone is $1,200. That's a commission that's going to be paid to you on the 15th. Pro 8 pool is about $3,000. Pro 9 pool is about $6,000, and the Pro 10 pool is about $20,000. Now, I just want to reiterate, this is only one of the ways you can get paid. There's 9. This is only one, and this is part of that commission you're going to get paid on the 15th. This is not the same thing as a weekly bonus. This is just another additional bonus on top of all of that. Also, when you maintain the rank of Pro 7 for a year, the company is going to write your name on the title of a Jeep of your color. And then as you hit other ranks, you can get the tires, you can get it lifted, or if you don't want the Jeep, they'll give you $25,000 cash. So this isn't a car program where they're going to lease it to you. They're literally giving you the title. It's your car. You can do whatever you want with it. And I love that they chose the Jeep because the Jeep represents freedom. So you're probably wondering, okay, can I do this? And you told me how great the products are. You've told me how I can get started. You told me how I can make a little bit of money, but I want to know if I can do this. And I want to tell you, yes, you can. I am super introverted. I love that I can do this on the computer. I'm sitting in my workout clothes right now. I, am not around a bunch of people. I spend about 7 to 8 hours a week working this, and there's a blueprint that I follow. And I also have an amazing support system. So when you enroll, you have an amazing support system. You have the blueprint for success, which is a system of sharing it with others. So we teach you how to do that. And we also have trainings. So daily trainings, weekly trainings, monthly trainings, and then quarterly trainings. I also like to call them destination trainings because we get to travel across the United States and, visit different places, and we get to learn from the best in our company. And the actual next Elite Academy is here in Denver in July. And we're also high tech. So for those of you who are high tech, I'm not super high tech, but that's okay because the company is going to give me a website. I don't have to pay for it. They just give it to me. It's on the bottom of your left screen. You get your little picture. There's my little picture over there. Products at the top, science, company, opportunity. They literally do it all for us. I don't have to inventory any product. People go to my website right there. They order and it gets shipped directly to them. And I also have mobile apps. So there's 4 apps that we use where we can literally see our back office, see our numbers, see who's enrolling, see who's getting paid, just from apps on our phone. So super good system, super amazing tools. So really quick, I just want to go through the business investment checklist, right? So we talked about timing, super important, how we're early and how nobody knows about us. We talked about compensation and how 50% of revenue is paid back to LifeVantage distributors. We talked about how our products are unique and consumable and backed by peer-reviewed studies. And we also talked about how the health and financial trends aren't going to go away. They're going to be around forever. We also talked about how amazing our company is. Our CEO is one of the top in the profession. We're given a AAA rating from Business from Home. And we also have impeccable system and tools that no other company has, where you can literally run a multi-million-dollar business from your iPhone. So what I want to know is, what is your plan? Do you want to become pain-free? Do you want more time to spend with your family, to go on vacations, or just time off from work, time to yourself, time to invest in hobbies that you like? Or do you want to become financially pain-free? Do you want to be able to save more money, put more money away, do things that you've never been able to do before because you have the financial freedom to do it? Or do you want to become pain-free in your health? Do you see yourself benefiting from some of these products? And I love this, 3 C's of life: choices, chances, and changes. You must make a choice to take a chance, or your life will never change. So I invite all of you to get with the person who invited you and look at our products and let them know where you are on a scale from 0 to 10. 0 being, I don't want to do anything, to 10 being, I want to be a distributor right now, and 1 being, I need to get on these products because I know they're going to benefit me. So with that, it's 7:38, so not too bad. I'm gonna go work out. I hope everybody else has a good rest of their Wednesday evening. And once again, thank you for getting on tonight, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.